Hi, this is Swapna, working as Assistant Professor in Vagdevi College of Engineering in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. In this segment, we'll be seeing about operator overloading and a program to demonstrate on operator overloading. This is a week 2 program in data structures through C++. In order to implement these programs, first we need to learn about operator overloading. Operator overloading provides flexibility for the creation of new definition for C++ operator. C++ provides a wide variety of operators to be overloaded. These operators can be unary or binary based on their number of operands. This is brief about operator overloading. Now I am defining specifically what is operator overloading. So there are two types of data types: built-in data type, user-defined data type. The operator perform their normal operation with standard or built-in data type. The operators such as plus, minus, division and so on. These are used to perform a particular operation on operand. All these operators are written in such a way that they operate only on built-in data type. This is an example by using operator with built-in data type. Here, ABC are the operands of type int, and I have applied plus operation on variable A and B. So, plus operator can work on operand of type int. This is an example on user-defined data type. Complex is user-defined data type for object 1, object 2 and object 3. And these are the variables of this type. So, I am applying plus on object 1 and object 2, which belongs to user-defined data type. When we write these statements, the compiler will show error because the compiler knows how to add numbers using plus. But the compiler does not know how to add object using plus. When we apply these operators with user-defined data type, then we have to define an operator overloaded function. So, in C++, we can make operators to work for user-defined classes by using operator function. This is the syntax for operator overloading function. The return type is the type of value returned by the specified operation. Operator is a keyword, whereas operator function name should be operator. Operator symbol specifies for which operator the operation is defined. These are the arguments. We can pass arguments to the operator function in a similar way as function. Inside the braces, you can define definition of overloaded operator function. And the next, these are the following list of operators we can overload. These are the following list of operators we cannot overload. Algorithm for operator overloading. In this algorithm, we'll be discussing several steps which are involved in executing a program on operator overloading. In this algorithm, the first 3 steps of this algorithm is to create the class and define variables and member function of that class. In the next 3 steps, we'll be declaring as well as defining member function, that is getValue function, operator function and display function. In 7th step, we create object for a class. In step 8, we use this object to call member function of the class, and we will be calling getValue function using the created object. This function will allow us to get value from our keyboard. In step 9, we will be using same object to call operator function. This function will calculate the value. In step 10, we use this object to call display function. This function will display the calculated value on our screen. Now let's see a program to demonstrate on operator overload. The C++ program begins with #include iostream.h. It is the predefined library function. The header file iostream should be included at the beginning of all C++ programs that use input-output statement. In the next statement, this is a declaration of a class with the name complex. Class is a keyword used to define a class, and class name is the name of the class. The body of the class is enclosed within braces and it is terminated by a semicolon. AB are the data members of complex class. These data members AB, I have not declared any access specifier. So by default it is private data member. Private members are not initialized directly. They should be initialized through the member function. Here I am using getValue method to initialize a value to the data member. The getValue member I am specifying with the public access specifier. So these functions can access inside and outside the class. And this is the end of the value method. In the next statement, this is the definition of operator overloading function. Operator overloading function which perform operation on user-defined data type. In the next statement, here I am using display member function to display the value on the monitor. And this is the end of class. The creation of a class is no use if objects are not constructed, because class doesn't occupy memory. To make use of a class, object should be created. The execution starts from main function. Inside the main function, the statement, it creates object to complex class. When object is created, it will allocate memory to complex class. These are the 3 objects created in the memory. And in the next statement, object1 dot getValue method calls the getValue method in complex class. Then the getValue method is invoked by using an object obj1. So the control goes to getValue method definition. The control enters into getValue method. By using cout object, it prints the data on the monitor. And in the next statement, by using cin object, it reads data from keyboard. For example, I am reading 5, 4 values from keyboard. Those values are stored in variable A and B in the first object. After executing this method, control return back to main function. And in the next statement, by using object2 and calling getValue method. Inside this method, by using cin object, I am reading value. For example, here I am reading the values 3, 2 from the keyboard, and those values are stored in variable A and B in second object. At this statement, plus is operating on object 1 and object 2. Therefore, object 1 calls operator function implicitly, whereas object 2 is passed explicitly an argument to OB. Inside the function, at this statement, it creates temp object to complex class. The data type for temp object is complex type. Then the return type of this operator function should be complex. And in the next statement, the implicit object A value and explicit object OB.A is added and the resultant value is assigned to temp.A. Whereas in the next statement, the implicit object B value and explicit object OB.B is added and the resultant value is assigned to temp.B. The statement return temp will return the temp object which is then assigned to object 3. In the next statement, by using first object, it calls the display function and the control goes to display function. By using cout statement, it prints the value 5 plus 4i on the monitor. Again, after executing this method, the control return back to the main function. And in the next statement, by using object 2, it calls display method and control goes to display function. By using cout statement, it prints the value of 3 plus 2i on the monitor. After executing display function, again the control return back to main function. And in the next statement, by using object 3, it calls the display function and again control goes to display function and cout object will print the value 8 plus 6i on the monitor. After executing this method, then the control return back to the main function and the main function is terminated. Here we can clearly understand that how object 1 is implicitly passed to operator function and object 2 is passed explicitly. After adding, the resultant value of temp object returns and then assigned to object 3. Now we go to the execution part of this program. To execute this program, just double click on Turbo C++ compiler. Here I have already written the code on my workspace. To compile the program, click on compiler menu or press Alt F9. My code is successfully compiled. Then I am going to run the program. Here I am giving the input values 5, 4. Press the enter. and enter the values 3, 2 and press enter key. This is the output which is displayed on the monitor. Thank you.